What happened to Xiao Zhan backstage this morning? Fans can't stop talking. No one expected this. This morning, an unexpected backstage moment involving Xiao Zhan sent the entire internet into a frenzy. A short clip, barely 10 seconds, captured something so unusual, so out of character that fans still can't decide whether to be shocked, touched, or completely confused. But here's the strangest part. Everyone saw the moment, but no one can agree on what it means. And yes, we're diving into everything right here, right now, on Celeb Buzz Insider. Welcome back to Celeb Buzz Insider, where we bring you the most talked about celebrity moments, the stories behind the headlines, and the emotions the cameras almost missed. Today's story? It's not just trending. It's exploding across every platform. Let's start from the beginning. At around 9 a.m., Xiao Zhan arrived backstage for a scheduled recording session. Nothing unusual. His team walking behind him, staff checking equipment, everything moving like a well-oiled machine. But then as one staff member handed him a small note, yes, a simple piece of paper, Xiao Zhan suddenly paused. Not the kind of pause you see when someone forgets a line. Not the kind of pause that comes from being distracted. This was different. It was the kind of pause where an entire room holds its breath. The cameras caught him staring at the note for a few long seconds. His expression softened, and then changed again. A mix of surprise, warmth, and something a little emotional. And that was it. 10 seconds. A tiny gesture. But the whole internet is now asking, what was written on that note? Why did Xiao Zhan react like that? And who gave it to him? Here's where things get interesting. Shortly after the clip went viral, two different fan groups came up with two completely opposite interpretations. Group A insists the note was something touching. Maybe a thank you message from a young staff member or a supportive reminder from someone on his team. Group B, however, claims the look on his face wasn't soft. It was shocked. They believe he received unexpected news, something that caught him off guard right before he stepped on set. And because both interpretations seem believable, a massive debate broke out. Thousands of comments. Hundreds of theories. Dozens of fan translations trying to read his lips. Some even slowing the clip down frame by frame to catch every micro-expression. It's chaos, but the fascinating kind. Right after reading the note, Xiao Zhan whispered something under his breath. The audio was too soft to hear clearly, but fans claim it sounded like two possible phrases. Really? Now? This is so sweet. These two possibilities only fueled the fire more. Was he surprised? Was he touched? Was he confused? All three emotions seem possible from the clip. And then, right after the whisper, he did something no one expected. He smiled. Not a big stage smile. Not a polite camera smile. But a small, real, quiet smile. And that smile became the moment everyone replayed. But here comes the twist. Just when fans thought they had figured it out, a backstage staff member accidentally walked into frame, holding the same kind of note. And that little detail changed everything. Because when viewers zoomed in, the note had a tiny printed logo on the corner. A logo that belonged to the event's production team. That means the note wasn't personal. It wasn't from a fan. It wasn't secret news. It was something official. But then, why did Xiao Zhan react that way? Here's where things suddenly make sense. Insiders later revealed that the notes handed out that morning weren't schedules or warnings. They were unexpected messages written by junior staff members, each note containing a simple, uplifting line meant to motivate the performers before the shoot. Kind of like a morning encouragement project. And according to someone close to the production, Xiao Zhan just happened to get one of the sweetest messages. That's probably why he smiled like that. Now that changes the whole story. We still don't know the exact words on the note. No one has confirmed it officially. But people who were on set hinted it was something incredibly warm. One rumor claims it said, "Thank you for working so hard. We're inspired by you every day." Another rumor says it was, "Your kindness behind the scenes means more than you know." And honestly, either one would explain his reaction. Because Xiao Zhan is known for being humble, gentle, and genuinely appreciative toward the people working around him. A simple thank you note, especially first thing in the morning, could absolutely trigger that soft, emotional smile. But the story doesn't end here. After reading the note, Xiao Zhan didn't just smile. He turned to the surrounding staff, bowed his head slightly, and said something that staff members later shared online. "Thank you for always taking care of me." That tiny gesture, melted millions of hearts. Especially because he said it quietly, not knowing cameras were rolling. Not for publicity. Not for attention. Just a genuine moment of gratitude. And moments like that are why fans adore him. Within 1 hour, hashtags surrounding the clip hit the top of the trending list. Fans posted thousands of edits, slow-motion clips, translations, and emotional reactions. Debate forums popped up across multiple platforms. Meme pages? They had a field day with the mysterious note moment. Some fans joked, "Someone please tell us what magical words were written on that paper." Others said, "If someone gave me a note like that early in the morning, I'd cry on the spot." And then there were fans who simply wrote, "He deserves every kind message in the world." It became not just a moment, but a global emotional reaction. Later that afternoon, someone from the production team anonymously shared a photo. A table with dozens of similar notes, each handwritten with encouraging words. The intention was simple: to motivate every performer and crew member before a long workday. Xiao Zhan just happened to receive one of the sweetest messages, and his reaction went viral. Not because the note was special, but because his heart was. And that's the part fans keep talking about. In the fast-paced world of entertainment, where performers often hide their exhaustion, smile through pressure, and carry the expectations of millions, a small moment of kindness can mean everything. And Xiao Zhan's reaction reminded everyone of something important. Celebrities aren't just icons. They're people. People who feel, who appreciate, who get emotional over kindness. Just like anyone else. His backstage moment wasn't big, dramatic, or shocking in the traditional sense. It was quiet, simple, human. And that's exactly why it touched so many hearts. There's something deeper here. Xiao Zhan has carried enormous pressure for years. Every appearance is analyzed. Every expression is scrutinized. Every word can turn into a headline. So when he paused over that small note, when his eyes softened, when he whispered to himself, when he gave that tiny genuine smile, it revealed a side of him fans rarely see. A moment of stillness. A moment of vulnerability. A moment of pure sincerity. No script. No performative gesture. Xiao Zhan being Xiao Zhan. Hours after the clip went viral, fans began sharing stories of how small messages had brightened their days. Someone once left a positive note on my desk. I kept it for years. I didn't realize how much a few kind words could help. If Xiao Zhan felt that touched, I get it. These moments stay with you. The unexpected result. A wave of fans started writing encouraging notes to each other. In comments on fan pages, in private messages. Xiao Zhan's moment sparked a chain reaction of kindness. And that is something truly beautiful. So what really happened backstage this morning? A simple note. A heartfelt reaction. And a moment that reminded millions why Xiao Zhan remains one of the most beloved figures in entertainment today. Small gestures matter. Kindness matters. And sometimes, the most powerful moments are the ones that last only 10 seconds. If you want more emotional, behind-the-scenes stories just like this, make sure you stay tuned to Celeb Buzz Insider, where every moment becomes a story worth telling.